Hey guys, it's Crush here. I'm finally doing my Hero Star Card Loadouts video. But before I begin, I just want to say a couple things. First of all, thank you all so much these past few months for all the love and support that the channel's gotten. It's been incredible. Thank you all so much. Y'all are awesome. Secondly, all the mods you'll see in this video, I will have links in the description. And last of all, these Star Card Loadouts will just be what I use for Galactic Assault, Capital Supremacy, and Heroes versus Villains pubs. I'm not going to show off my 1v1 cards or my showdown cards or my 4v4 cards because that'll make this video too long. But maybe in the future I'll make a video talking about those, but let's just get into the video now. Alright, Boba Fett. Trooper modes, quick refuel, fuel efficiency, and born fly. I like to play Boba in trooper modes by just abusing his jetpack, getting my abilities back faster, and just shooting people from the air. Really simple. For Heroes vs. Villains, shout out to Big Chris for this loadout. He's like an actual toxic Boba Fett player, and I'm just a casual Boba Fett player. But anyway, still run Born to Fly because it's Boba's best card, and then Cute Concussion because it makes Concussion Rocket even more annoying than it already is. I mean, being blinded for 2 seconds longer is just so tilting. And then Focalize for that little bit of extra damage on Rocket Barrage. For Bosk, Trooper modes. Name your poison because getting your health back while you're fighting in the Dioxis is super useful in trooper modes, and then it combos well with lingering Dioxis. It means when you use this card, it means you can get your health, even more health back, and cut off those choke points in trooper modes. And Ultimate Predator because the best way to get kills with Bosk is with his micro grenades. So for HvV, still run Trap Arming Speed, Multi-Traps, and Luring Dioxis because the way I play Bosk in HvV is to find a nice camping spot and just snipe people. And people don't really realize that a fully charged headshot with Bosk Sniper does 296 damage, so that's a lot. And then they're gonna rush you, and you're gonna have your mines down. They're gonna detonate them, trying to kill you, and then you're gonna throw your other mines down, and then they'll detonate instantly because of Trap Arming Speed, and then they'll get really salty. At least that's how Kathleen Kennedy taught me to play Bosk. Shout out to that guy. That's Bosk on the front. Chewie. For trooper modes, bonus health, impervious, and echoing roar. Bonus health and impervious to make him super tanky, and then echoing roar is really good because the best way to get kills with Chewie in trooper modes is having bowcaster active because it does a ridiculous amount of damage. HvV still run bonus health and impervious, but I put on multi-shock because it makes it really easy to get stuns. Stuns are broken in this game. They usually mean death, if not most of their health. Alright, Vader. Trooper modes. Furious Resilience and bonus health to make Vader super tanky. When you activate Focus Rage with these cards on, that's 1150 health plus 25% damage reduction. That's a true sense of pride and accomplishment in my book. Anyway, and I run Last Gasp because it makes Choke do 189 damage, and that's quite a lot of damage. Sometimes though I'll take off bonus health for There's No Escape. This card is great. It actually makes Choke or Saber Throw go 67% further, and that extra range would make it so you could just snipe people with Vader Saber Throw. Super good. HvV still run First Resilience and bonus health, and then I use Punishing Grip because I'm trying to punish people for playing the game. That extra time that they're choked means that they take more damage, and then your teammates can capitalize and kill them, and you can move them over to a ledge if you're toxic. Sometimes though, I'll take out Punishing Grip if my choke's not working, and use Fueling the Rage because having Focus Rage for 6 extra seconds is it's really good because you get the stamina cost and the bonus damage and the damage reduction. Also really strong. For Palpatine, Trooper modes, Lightning Reach, kind of self-explanatory. Show No Mercy because getting your Chain Lightning back faster is ridiculous. And then Surge Lightning. Chain Lightning is Palpatine's best ability, and you want to potentially hit more targets to get more kills. For Heroes vs. Villains, still run Lightning Reach, put opponent in full control. And Fork Lightning. Fork Lightning is super good because, like I said, stuns are broken, and being able to stun people further away increases the likelihood that they'll die. But on some maps though, I'll run Amplified Aura. The way this card works is you just get the damage automatically, so if you see someone who's low, you can just activate Aura and then laugh as you walk up to them, and they take more damage and then they die. For Han, in Trooper modes, run Air Burst for the extra damage on bomb, heavily modified Blaster for that heat reduction on the blaster, and then I run Broad Shoulders because when you're playing Han in Trooper modes, you'll notice 20 red dots rapidly advancing on your location, and you're going to need to get out of there. So when you have 40% damage reduction on your shoulder charge, it helps you escape. Then for Heroes vs. Villains, still run Air Burst and heavily modified Blaster, but I put on Smuggler's Wits. This card's insane in HvV. Having 3 rolls means you can basically outplay every Saber hero, because most people are really bad at hitting Han as he comes out of his rolls. So yeah, that'll make him really mad, and maybe they'll even get on Reddit later and write about how all Han players do is roll. For IDEN, Trooper modes, alternative methods, because I'm trying to outskill people by only spamming alt fire, droid batteries so I can get my stun droid and shield back faster, and then I run Shock Reach. The way this card works is that the effect is for some reason written on this card. So you get increased area of effect when searching with Shock Reach, and what that means is you can basically stun people from further away. That's super useful because it keeps most of all Saber heroes away from you, because for some reason, whenever a Saber hero is near me, they always swing through my stun. And then when they swing through my stun, they kill me. And then I stop playing because I got mashed through my stun because the game didn't work properly. Shout out to DICE for making the game bad. Just playing. Alright, HvV, still run alternate methods and droid batteries, and then on most maps I run Cold Blaster. On really open maps I run Shock Reach, but most of the time I run Cold Blaster because that heat reduction works well with spamming alt fire and just shooting in general so you can get those kills. For KYLO in Trooper modes, closing in because the extra leap distance on Frenzy is super strong and super useful. Harsh Pull, because when you pull someone, the extra damage will make it so that they usually die in one regular swing or one Frenzy swing. And then Power Reach, because the increased area effect on pull is insane. It feels like you're pulling people across the map sometimes. For Heroes vs. Villains, still run Power Reach and closing in. And I run Bloodlust because the extra damage on Frenzy is much more useful in Heroes vs. Villains. Alright, for Lando, Hot and Cold because 800 health is a lot better than 650. Scoot, I hope you're listening. Alright, then I run Maximize Efficiency because you want to get Sharp Shot back. And then Wide-Eyed because this makes Sharp Shot shoot people from ridiculous distance. It's actually more than 40. I forget the exact number, but it's actually like a lot more than 40 that you get increased range. And who needs to shoot when you have Sharp Shot? It's pretty good. Most of the time. Heroes vs. Villains, still run Hot and Cold. And Wide-Eyed, but I put on Buckle Up Baby. Same reason as Han and IDEN. You just want that heat reduction so you can get those kills. Sometimes though, I'll run Quick Shock because shock stuns are broken and they mean death. FYI, the way this card works is if the disable is detonated after 5 seconds. I don't know why DICE either can't program their abilities properly or write accurate start card descriptions, but hey, we move. For LEIA, run High Spirit for health regen, Rebel Heart because having damage reduction on your E11 is super strong. And then on some maps I run Laser Brain because the plan is to grab some food, grab a drink, pull out my phone, find a nice spot on the map to aim into their spawn and just look away and hold down alt fire, and then I'll look up again in a couple minutes and see how many kills I got. But if I can't abuse alt fire because I'm not playing some of those maps, I'll run Relentless Firing because E11 is ridiculous. It's so broken. Anyway, HvV, still run High Spirit and Rebel Heart, and definitely run Relentless Firing because once again, E11 is just OP. It hit shreds everything. It's ridiculous. Alright, Luke, the most skillful character in the game. Want to fight about it. Anyway, Intensify. Luke swings faster than the speed of light, according to science. So when you have swings faster than the speed of light, and then you increase the damage of those swings, you can just mash your way to victory. Just spam swing. Also run Rush for me because I like damage reduction on my heroes in trooper modes. And then I run Extended Push because the default range of push sucks, and this makes push a lot better, so you can get those snipes with push in trooper modes. HV, still run Intensify and Rush Immunity, and then I run Epicenter because the bonus damage that this card gives always goes through block, so that's kind of useful if Saber is low and you want to do more damage. I don't run Stronger Push. I don't know why people like this card. I think it's only for players who are toxic and just go for ledge kills. Kind of cringe. But we move. Anyway, Darth Maul. Full motion. Spin attack is pretty good, and having 3 of them is nice. And it works really well with this card, Lightsaber Defense. So the way this card works is you get the blaster damage reduction as a passive ability, and then when you use Maul's spin attack, you will temporarily get 60% damage reduction. And that's super good. I don't know why it's written on the card, but hey, that's dice for you. And then I run Accelerated Throw because the extra damage on Saber Throw means if you throw your Maul Saber at a heavy and it hits them twice, you can kill them. And then for HV, still run Lightsaber Defense and Accelerated Throw, and then I put on Fool Me Once. The recharge rate is okay. It's not actually 10% for all the abilities, but Maul's cards are kind of bad anyway, so it's okay. Same thing with Stronger Push on Luke. I don't run Forceful Thrust because I'm pretty sure it's just for people who are just trying to be toxic and only ledge people. You know, no skill tactics like that. Rey, really brain dead character. It's really popular with a lot of bad players for some reason. Can't imagine why. Just kidding, I can. But anyway. Resilient Dash for damage reduction on Dash Strike, Damage Strike for more damage on Dash Strike, and then Focus Insight. Having Insight up longer is insane. Insight is just a super strong ability, and having it up for longer is just incredible. But for HV, still run Focus Insight and Damage Strike, but I'll put on Deep Mind because Mind Trick is tilting, and having it last 30% longer is even more tilting. And you know how Rey works. You just sneak up on people with Insight, and then you dash strike them, and you just mash away because this character is brain dead and requires no skill. Kind of boring to play. Kind of like in the movies. Just Rey's kind of a boring character. But hey, bad film trilogy. All right, Yoda, Trooper modes, Jedi Mentor, and Feel the Force for bonus for more health, and then Unleashed because the default range of Unleashed is bad, and this makes Unleashed a lot better. So HV, still run Feel the Force, but put on Agility. This card's pretty good. Yoda's dash strikes go through block, and a lot of players in HV don't really know how to avoid it, so you could just abuse them with Yoda's dash strike. And then opposing the dark side, kind of self-explanatory. You're playing heroes versus villains. Everyone's a villain, and the bonus damage is useful. Finn, I hate this character. He ruins the game. I wish DICE would nerf him, but that's never going to happen. For trooper modes, no more running because you want more damage on Deadeye, and then stay calm because you want to keep Deadeye active, and one resistance because Big Deal is the most broken ability in this game. It ruins it. What else is there to say? But so if you don't want to run Deadeye, because it's a mediocre ability, to be quite fair. You can run In Charge and Never Going Back. Never Going Back is the same as Stay Calm. Just you get kills with Undercover up, it extends the duration. And then In Charge gives you damage reduction Undercover. The Glee is really good, so Undercover is actually like a good ability, and it keeps you off the map too, so that's always useful. For HV, I run In Charge, Beacon of Hope, and 1 Resistance. Just trying to go full support with Finn because I need to save my bad teammates from instantly dying in the 4v1s that they always rush into against, like Darth Vader, Palpatine, BOBA, and IDEN. Come on. You know those players that like to rush into 1v4s for some reason. Captain Phasma for trooper modes. Safety first, not hard enough because it makes survivors super good. Survivor's the only thing keeping Phasma viable in trooper modes. Because it's bad. Phasma sucks. Anyway, laser wall durability. This card really cool. The way this card works is after Phasma defeats 4 enemies, not 5. Yet another card DICE did not either program correctly or write the correct description. And then the increased recharge rate is actually 43%, I believe. And that's kind of insane. You get Survivor back 43% faster in trooper modes. Oh yeah, you'll stay alive, hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, HvV. Still run safety first and not hard enough, but I put on a more the better. The way this card works is it increases the rotation speed of the shock, the stun of the droid, and you need that in trooper modes because everyone loves to mash Phasma to death with saber heroes, and that stun will be a lifesaver. General Grievous. Anyway, General Grievous trooper modes. Sith trained and line up weaklings because we want to potentially one-shot infantry. And then Flesh is weak. This is Grievous's best card. This card's insane. You'll stay alive for a long time with this card on. And then for HvV, I run Flesh is weak and line up weaklings still, and then I put on Cowardly Retreat because in Heroes vs. Villains, people love to spam Grievous while he's in his claw rush with sabers and then shoot him in it with you know, Han, LEIA, Chewie, and even Finn. So yeah, this just mitigates the damage so much you're almost taking none. Obi-Wan, trooper modes, quick and focus, and give it all because Obi-Wan's push is actually super good. It kills heavies. I wish more abilities would just one-shot heavies, but you know, I guess DICE is biased towards the heavy class. Please nerf the heavy. And then forward because, once again, more damage on Obi-Wan's rush so we can potentially one-shot infantry. HvV, still run quick and focus and forward, but I put on Jedi Resilience because having 400 health regen is ridiculous. His mind trick kind of sucks, so I don't really like his mind trick cards, and then his stamina cards are pointless because he already has the best stamina in the game. Alright, for Count Dooku. Sith Control for health regen. Initiative because 50 extra damage on a swing is absolutely insane. And it stacks with Duelist, so you can get a 220 damage swing, I believe. And speaking of Duelist, Balanced Duelist, because the best way to get kills with Dooku in trooper modes is to use Duelist. This makes it so it comes off cooldown faster. And HvV still runs Sith Control and Initiative, but I put on Finesse because Dooku's stamina is okay, and this helps alleviate that problem. You know, just more stamina to block against blasters and sabers and mash them back. Anakin, the glitchy one. Massive Strikes, same reason as most of the damage cards, trying to one-shot infantry, and then Control the Force and Raw Strength, because without these cards, Heroic Might sucks. Without them, it's utterly worthless. I don't even know why you would activate it. At least if you activate Heroic Might with these cards on, you might actually kill infantry before you lose most, if not all, your health, because they ruined Heroic Might a while back, and you die a lot when you activate the ability. Please buff Anakin. Hashtag buff Anakin. On some maps, though, I'll take off Massive Strikes for Attraction, because pulling the extra range on Attraction is ridiculous. Like KYLO, it feels like you're pulling people from across the map, and then it's Anakin, so you can just like pull them across the map into the classic Anakin ability spam chain that everyone absolutely loves. you know, pull into like heroic and passionate and ret, and then you can write haha easy. At least that's what people always do to me for some reason when they play Anakin against me. HvV, definitely still recommend running Control the Force and Attraction. You could run Raw Strength. I like it. Sometimes I'll run Tenacious or Steamroll. Steamroll is pretty cool. If the enemy team's bad and they like never kill you, you can actually build up Anakin's stamina with this card, and you'll actually have good stamina with Anakin. Did I mention that Anakin sucks? Please buff Anakin. BB-8, the most skillless character in the game. Another popular character with bad players. Come to think of it, why are sequel characters in this game so annoying and OP? Interesting. Anyway, self-repairs for health regen, whirlwind for the increased damage and range on cable spin, and then spinner because all you have to do with this character to do well with him is activate cable spin and wait for that ability to come back, and then all of a sudden you'll magically be in first place in the lobby. Yeah. Bad players rejoice. HvV, self-repairs and whirlwind still, and then put on head first because this makes shoulder charge do, or rolling charge, my mistake, rolling charge, makes rolling charge do 200 damage, and it goes through block, so that's really good. Last, BB9. Trooper modes, full reconstruction for health regen, link systems, and faster for extra damage on shock and shock spin. I mean, maybe you'll kill people with those abilities. Maybe. Probably not. I mean, it's not like his other cards are good anyway. But, hey, that's okay. He's obviously meant to be a support character. HvV. Still run full reconstruction and faster. But I put on Hardy Exhaust because, in theory, if you're playing BB9, well, you are playing BB9, theoretically, they're in a cloud of smoke and they can't hit BB9 because the hitbox on this character is insanely hard to track and hit. It's hard to get hit detection on him unless he's in shock spin. And then you can't really shoot him because, well, shock spin disables blasters. Also, he's just like small and he's zigging and zagging and jumping all over the place in this smoke cloud. So unless you have cracked aim and can see through smoke, you're not going to hit him. While they're in this cloud of smoke, they will just respawn because they can't do anything. They can't hit him, they can't see him, they can't shoot him, and he just keeps on stunning you in front of OP characters like Vader, Palpatine, BOBA, and IDEN. At least theoretically, I mean, that's what I would do. But anyway, that's it for all my star callouts. I'll briefly show my settings because I get asked this a lot for some reason. 95 soldier sensitivity and 21 stick dead zone. I'll just say this now. I always put my controller settings in the description, so just remember that. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, thank you all so much for all the love and support on the channel these past few months. I'm really looking forward to making more Battlefront 2 content and expanding on content in the future. So, thank you all for watching. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.